So, Robbie, this is the longest you will have gone since you've been together 3 weeks without having sex?
Absolutely.
Had you gone a week before?
I think we did one time.
When's the last time you went 3 weeks in general? Because you moved from one girl to the next pretty
Yeah,
quick.
and then when he's in between girls, he online dates,
Right.
and he just takes a backpack wherever he goes and just bangs them out.
So is this going to be the longest in a while?
No.
I think I've told this story, if I could, real quick. When Robby, if I've told this, I apologize, but when Robby lived with me for a while, because he gets divorced so many times, he has to keep cutting his money in half, and he had like 62 cents. So I'm like, come here, and, he stayed with me. How long did you stay, Robby? Maybe 3 months, 4 months?
It was about 4 months, yeah.
Okay, so what Robby used to do is he would come in, he would go up into his room, he'd go click, 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 click for about 20 minutes. He'd get a backpack and he'd go out the door. And this literally happened 5 out of 7 nights of the week. Some nights he'd come back with his backpack, and some nights he would not come back with his backpack. But that was the deal. So whatever's going on online, it seems to be a pretty lucrative proposition.
Apparently. So is this going to be the longest drought in years?
No, 3 weeks is not that big a deal.
Well,
Honestly.
for me it isn't, but for you.
But I'm used to it much more frequently now, so in that sense it is.
How many times over the 3 weeks do you think you're going to hook it as the...
Can we wait, will you count for us? So we can bet on it?
How long ago did she leave?
Saturday.
Have you yet?
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? You probably mastered, probably like a 2-hour session.
I'm sorry. I did.
All right, so that's
on the car ride back?
Yeah.
On the car ride back from the airport?
No.
So that's 2 days, and you did it once. So that would stand to reason you do it about 10 to 12 times.
Not necessarily.
Okay, I'm just doing the math. I know that's not your
That's
best
a lot.
stuff.
When was it, Robby? Like, she left on Saturday.
Yeah.
Was it a Saturday night?
It might have been.
First night out, did you celebrate? Did you have like a new porno or something? Or you're into the stories, that's right. You were just imagining some situation at the airport.
Were you reading like a Real Simple magazine? Imagining different scenarios?
No.
So, Joe, do you think that he will hook himself double-digit times before she comes back?
I don't. That's 21 days. That means every other day. But he's off to a good start. He's 1 in 2 days. That would get him there.
So you say no. Let's put the over/under at 7.5.
I think
7
that's a good.
under. I'd say under.
I think that's a good number, Rob.
I'll say over.
Okay.
$10.
Well, I don't want to bet on that now because he has control over it. I don't want to bet money on that.
Do you think he's actually going to think of me and say, you know what, I'm going to do this for Rob? That's not
no,
get him
or not. Do you know what a double blind study is? It's like he can't know. He can't have influence on the results, and he does. You know what I mean? It has to be, if at the end, let's say, for example, we didn't know, and at the end we said, hey, how many times? Don't tell Robby, and then we bet on it. That would be different. But right now, he's like, well, there could be some embarrassment in just pounding himself all week or for the next 3 weeks.
Well,
so I don't know.
I'm going to be sending him porn links. I'm going to be getting to Tim to send him some stuff. I'm going to be encouraging him.
Yeah,
and
right.
You could send him, whatever you want to send him that'll gross him out. Pictures of you naked or something.
I don't like the bet. I'm no bet.
Okay, that's no fun. Robbie, you would have done. You would have been honest about it. You just would have.
I'm not saying he would have been dishonest. I'm saying he couldn't have been.
Joe's saying it would affect the results no matter what, since I knew that number, like my weight bet.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's worth it for the show, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, worth what?
Joe's being a party pooper.
Because he'll be tweeting. Yeah.
Okay,
number
fine.
4.
Fine. I bet Robby won't jerk off 8 times. Okay, it's a bet. $10.